I mean, the crowd were trying to get him out from what I remember. The windows were getting smashed, everybody was trying to get in, rightfully so. I pressed his seatbelt and off he disappeared. From my memory, I don't know. It's almost like it was like a perfect gap from me to the door, like there was no crowd or anything. So I ran in as quick as I could. My intention was to punch the window through, and I'll tell you why. Although this was a split second, there was other people around the car, and they were desperate and rightfully so, trying to get in, mainly men. And so I run up to that window with the full intention of punching it for whatever you sat and do, because I assumed that all the doors were locked. That's why nobody could get in, and were punching it. And just at the final moment, I just tried the door, and it opened. I crawled inside. Bear in mind all the screaming and shouting and panic. And as soon as I got into the back seat, he accelerated off and the door slammed immediately behind me, as far as I remember anyway. But I do remember the contrast, audible contrast between that and then a very almost silence compared to inside the car, especially like that. It was really, really strange. But he'd already accelerated off by this point. Yeah, so I remember seeing that. And eventually, this could be like 2 seconds, I don't know. I remember seeing the automatic gear stick. So from the back seat, I've reached through and I've pushed it as far as I could, as hard as I could into P, which has brought the car to a stop. A lot has happened in between that, and probably in different orders, but I cannot fully recall at the moment. Squeezed up against his seat and I can't really get my right hand out. So in my head, everybody around is trying to get him out, but they can't get him out because his seatbelt, and I managed to get his seatbelt. So I thought that will help me ease the pressure, because he was still trying to go, as far as I'm concerned. That's why I kept my hand there as strong as I could. He had no chance, he wasn't going to move my arm, no way. He tried to chop it off or whatever. I remember that much, and I managed to bring my right hand forward and squoze onto his button on his seatbelt and press that. As soon as I pressed that, he was gone. The crowd were trying to get him out from what I remember. The windows were getting smashed, everybody was trying to get in, rightfully so. I pressed his seatbelt and off he disappeared.
Sunk in either what you actually did and how brave you were?
No, because I don't consider it, and I'm not being funny when I say that, because I wasn't. If you ask, like, if you could somehow find the truth off most of the men I seen on that street, they were all trying to do the same thing. Anything. Not like hero or brave. If they could have, they would have. I imagine there's lots of people who'd love to have been in my position. And do the same. It's standard. I think it's standard that you, to me, that you do what you can. I don't think it's anything special. I know it sounds mad. Hasn't sunk in. Maybe it never will, but I'll do it again. Don't care.
Were you expecting